now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check. Watch the before. Let's go, D. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now it's Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Mike 8. First. Mike 8. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike 8.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Steps away. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarter?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big fella. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Throwing is Cousins. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bailey got the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Play action. Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up third down and
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now a run with Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, 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 check.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And an alley to run.
That's it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. Going up top for Miller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches.
He's got a man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taylor Gabriel, 77 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had to pick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward to Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Bears
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 times. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 83 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
And that's how you do it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anderson Aho. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978.